Philadelphia Eagles. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from uptown Charlotte. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now Newton on first down. To the right side, and he's got more complete. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they would have brought him onto the team. Height, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5.
We're going to sit. 180.
Back to throw, Newton. Steps away to his left. Then he will find a man here as Thomas comes open. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A big 3rd down play there for the Panthers. And even 40 yards.
Here we go.
So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10.
Great. Gun. Here we go.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. They'll roll him out right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Watch tight. Tight end right. We're going to sit. 180. 3 down. 8. Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54.
2nd and 10. Newton again. He'll drop it off to McCaffrey. And he'll go down at the 28. It'll be a 2-yard gain. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Strong right. We're going to sit. 180. 3 down. Great. Check. 3 down.
Newton throwing again. Being chased out left. Got his target, Samuel. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Here we go. Odd on. 5 down. We're going to sit. 180.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Michael Bennett's versatility, being able to play any position along the defensive front, allows him to make those types of plays. He finds good matchups and gets into the offensive backfield.
And there it works for a tackle for loss. Buying time to his left. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. He was trying to hit Thomas that time, and it's 3rd and 4.
Now we got 3rd and goal coming up, and couldn't you imagine being in that huddle, partner? You know they're looking at each other saying, we can't come away with just 3 points after this drive.
Yeah, they've covered a lot of ground. They want more than that 3. Play number 8 here on the opening drive. This is 3rd and goal.
Express! Even. 4 down. Set. 180. 8. Check nickel. Gun. Mike's by 4.
After the run, Newton going to throw. And that is caught, but he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge, incomplete. 4th down now looming after Philly's defense stands tall in coverage. 4th down, and here's Graham Gano now in the field goal unit for the Panthers. This will be just a 21-yard attempt. And Gano's kick is right through. And the Panthers stake claim to a 3-0 lead. So a pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for them.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. From the gun, it's Wentz. Jeffrey with a catch left side. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
When the hitch route is run really well, that jab step off the line of scrimmage by the receiver, which is designed to back up the defender and give him a little bit of space, all you want there, get that space, catch the football, and then make a move and pick up extra yardage. And that's exactly what he got done there.
Wentz now on 1st down. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Zach Ertz, 63 yards. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it to it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
Elliott now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bad.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
Here's McCaffrey. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. He's going to go for a big play downfield. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore, 71 yards. And the Panthers strike quickly here for 6 points.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Captain Zero out now as he'll kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. Line of scrimmage, again, the 25, second and 10. Back to the air on second down. Wentz. And that one complete to Wendell Smallwood. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Run.
Throwing on first is Wentz. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10.
Everyone's got four down.
Again, it's Wentz. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Now Wentz throwing on second down. And that's incomplete. Knocking it away in coverage, Captain Mutterland.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Now Wentz. He can run for it, and he will. Wentz can pull it down when he needs to, and the 6'5" quarterback picks up the first down.
Now, this is a feeling I can relate to all too well. Deflation on 3rd and short. Excellent coverage. Took away all the short routes, but the one person who wasn't accounted for, the quarterback. And he used his legs to hot-foot it for a first down.
And able to work his way down to the 16. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. On second down, here's Wentz. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Throwing now is Wentz. And this is going to be intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at the 20. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
You're going to set. 180. Stand up in. Check safety, check safety.
They go play action here on first down. On the move to his left. And to the tight end Olsen, right side. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A very solid gain of 27. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back with more from Charlotte after this. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
You got that? 10, 180, 20. 8.
On 1st down, Newton. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Chris Long. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
You're going to set. 180. Got three. 3 down. 8. Do some. Right there. 54 Mike.
A shotgun snap for Newton. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
I don't think what we just saw there was any surprise, because when Christian McCaffrey came out of Stanford, we knew he was a threat running it and catching it. And any way you can get the ball in his hands, he wanted to do so. Personally, I thought he ran the best routes of anyone coming out of his draft class, and that included the wide receivers.
Last year, 80 receptions, also in the return game. He's a bit of a Swiss Army knife, isn't he?
He certainly is. Every which way you want to go, however you want to package him, I do think his running production will increase in 2018.
Come on now. 2 times. Odd. 5 down.
And no pitch there and no chance either, as he's brought down behind the line of scrimmage. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
We're going to set. 180. We got three, fellas. We got 3.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
And when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
The Eagles coming out as they get ready. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
A good pickup there at 22. First down now, but that clock rolling.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step.
And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Zach Ertz as the first half is winding down. And the Eagles are now just an extra point away from grabbing the lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and that will give him the lead here as we get on towards halftime. Elliott now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. Panthers offense here. They get ready to head back on the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Newton on first down. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. Curtis Samuel, the intended target, and that'll bring up second down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Strong right.
They fake the give. Newton dancing to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep, back over the middle. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Rodney McLeod that time able to knock it away.
Here we go.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. And an alley to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. You sure you're ready for the 3rd quarter? Need to use a bathroom or anything? All right, cool. Let's go. So we've reached halftime here, and it's our visitors, the Eagles, leading this one. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the 3rd quarter. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit.
He's got a man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 32 that time. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. That one will go for 9 yards and a first down on the keeper.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop it. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Trying for the tight end, Ertz, and it's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for them.
Has that happened to you before?
No, I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
Wasn't that long ago that the NFL guys really didn't adopt much from the college game. But one thing that has crept in there is spreading things out, opening things up, not even just in tempo, but maybe getting better line splits and spreading the field. I think that would be a great strategy right now to try and open things up in the run game.
On 2nd down, here's Newton. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. Fletcher Cox with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. Play action. It's Newton. Rolling to his right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
There's a lot about that play you could easily see coming. Backed up in the shadow of their own goal line, you know they're going to face pressure.
He's lucky his arm was going forward. It was close, but it was going forward.
Yeah, it could have been a safety or even giving up a defensive touchdown.
They are going to go for it. It's Newton. Eluding the pressure right. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. They go for it on 4th down, and it pays off big time as they pick up 29. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
20. Green. Set. 180.
From the gun, here's Newton. This one complete to Devin Funchess. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Newton finding Funchess for the Panther 1st down. A pair of 1st downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44.
Let's rock now. Here we go. Set. Black 80. Express.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now Newton. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play on this. And we're back now in Charlotte. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the 4th. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long.
Tight is right. Ready. Black 80. Hey. We got 3. 3 down. Great. You got tight.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. And this one complete right side to Funchess. Funchess is free. Touchdown, Carolina. Devin Funchess, 68 yards. And the Panthers have taken the lead here in the 4th. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come.
Gun. You're set. 180. 5 down. Stand up in.
Here's Newton. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. Gano out to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
Shorty.
Wins to throw on second down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. He's got it at the 15. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described.
Got a man open. It's Ertz. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Zach Ertz, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. That'll be taken in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Where's the guys up front? Or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. And some nifty running there. Ultimately, it doesn't get him a whole lot, but it does take him to the 45. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Your trip is here, baby. Your trip is here.
On second down, McCaffrey. McCaffrey with a first down and more. And a cut to the sideline. And finally taken down at the 20-yard line. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a first down. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this.
Oh, boy, I know you felt that one. I know you felt that one.
Pitching it out to McCaffrey. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
Set. 180.
He may try and run for this. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. Just a yard, but that's all they needed. And by the slimmest of margins, it'll be 1st and goal.
That's where you belong.
A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. They'll try to run with McCaffrey, and they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13.
20. Ready.
Newton to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And his throw is incomplete. It was the veteran safety Malcolm Jenkins who got a hand in there to disrupt it. This defense making some plays right now, aren't they?
And they look like a group that really locked in before this series started. Read their scouting reports, got back to reading their keys, and playing with excellent leverage up front.
Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal?
Out. 3 down. Ready. 180.
McCaffrey. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. And they're not going to get the kick off in time. So out on the field now, Graham Gano in a big spot. This to take the lead here in the final minute. And Gano's kick is right through. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
And out now come the Eagles. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you get into...
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Julius Peppers in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. He's back to throw. Feet from Tate. Throw left side complete. It's Tate. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. He got 29 yards that time. One final try now for Wentz. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense with one last exclamation mark there, getting the sack to end it.
I love how you phrased it, because we were waiting to see what would happen. Obviously, we thought something would happen downfield. Instead, it happens in the offensive backfield, and that's your ball game.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Panthers are winners here as we say so long from Charlotte.